and basically everything else we needed. So, back into the Astral Lounge it is, I guess. Lovely. I can't wait for my headache to be worse. What could go wrong going into the Astral Lounge and I believe into the private lounges?
Neon. The house that Aurora has built.
Yeah, I just like this place. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like the last time that we were up here, we had some issues. Don't
People
mind.
joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. Let me tell you, it ain't a snake.
No. Where? There's only so much room up here. Where are you? One of these places? Maybe? One of these ones? No. No. Pardon me. Did I...
Ah,
Oh,
there
hello.
you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name.
That's very
I assume
fortunate.
that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems.
No idea what you're talking about. Well, you apparently know or have a pretty good idea of why I'm here, so then you have a pretty good idea of what's at stake.
All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive. It will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove.
That's pretty cheap
That's
for
the
you.
last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted.
Mm-hmm. Why are you particularly concerned that the Crimson Fleet is absconding with Generdyne's secrets?
Because, like the majority of revenue-generating businesses in the city, I have a vested interest in Generdyne's profits.
Fair.
But more importantly than simply losing money, I don't like anything in my city being interfered with without my approval.
That's fair. I mean, I could always remove it.
Normally, I might be inclined to accept such a generous offer, but in this case, I'm going to decline. You know why?
Enlighten me.
It's because I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand commitments or contracts. How to get the deal done with finesse.
Is that so?
No.
That is
For
fair.
your
You're
kind,
kinda
it's
dumb.
only brute force and violence. Shoot first, take whatever you want, and ask questions later. That's not how I do business.
It's generally not my method either. In any case, you're still pretty arrogant.
That's what they tell me. Look, I'm not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer.
Okay.
All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
That is an offer. Your negotiating skills are impressive indeed.
What would you do out of curiosity?
You don't have to worry about that in the least.
Is that so?
You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your hands dirty.
Well, you seem like a right royal arse, shall we say. And he's got plenty of reason to dislike you, and I don't really have an issue with him. He was pretty chill. Estelle Vincent as well. Purely me. I was bored.
Really? That's the story you're going with?
Yup.
Very well. There's a body that Neon Security is going to be discovering very soon. One with concrete evidence that links you to the murder.
That's so.
I'd say you have about 1 hour to leave this place before you have a price on your head.
Yeah, that's not the first
I
time.
almost admire your commitment to corruption. Almost.
So, I assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city. Oh,
Eh,
when you get back
maybe.
to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
Will do. Okay, well, we should be quick. Pardon. Get out of my way. Need to go find Estelle.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. You have my attention.
I'd love to. However, we just were threatened with being framed for a murder that we did not commit. That is not to say that the multitudes of Generdyne guards that decided to be dumb and attack us were, well, that's pretty easy to pin on us. However, I have a sneaking suspicion I know who they might be trying to pin on us. And I believe, I hope it isn't.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days. The whole area's gone to hell.
So I've been told. By you specifically. Alright, I have a sneaking suspicion that our little murder might be Estelle.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. Hello.
Yes, once we get back to the ship and maybe in orbit.
Yes.
Or maybe out of the system. Back here? Seems private enough. Just a restroom. Alright. Oh, hello, there you are.
Glad you're back. Sorry about the whole Benjamin Bayou thing at the Astral Lounge, but I didn't have much of a choice. Can you believe the nerve of that smug son of a bitch? The man is priceless.
I'm not particularly concerned, but you were behind the Astral Lounge, isn't it? Intriguing.
Well, I was hoping we'd celebrate your return with some drinks and a pile of Aurora. I was about to start partying early when Boone Morgan tipped me off that Bayou was on his way down with some Neon Security goons. I'm pretty sure I missed him by less than a minute. Left a ton of good stuff behind, damn it.
That's unfortunate, but I'm not particularly concerned about Bayou, despite his control and power in the city.
You're not the least bit concerned that he found the virus and figured out where we were meeting that quickly.
Not really. It was kind of
Must be
expected.
nice to be so naive.
I mean, it's kind of not my problem. You know what I mean? I mean, I got what I needed. I don't know. It's kind of what I needed to do to get out of this.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy. Since Bayou flagged the virus, I can't risk accessing the system now. All that work I did trying to crack Generdyne is gone. Now I'm in a bit of a bind. The prep work for this job put me in deep for a bunch of cash, and I have no way to pay it all back.
Unfortunate. Who do you owe money to, out of curiosity?
Well, a business partner of mine named Nix was the author of the virus. Don't know if you know him or not. Then there's the folks
Doesn't
I
ring a
paid to
bell.
keep an eye on Ayumi Komiko, a few of the guards at Generdyne. Like I said, it was a huge job. Honestly, I shouldn't be revealing my
Yeah.
sources because that puts you on their radar as well. But
I don't care.
Hey, you asked.
The guards probably won't be much of an issue, but you kind of did know the risk, and you still went for it.
I've been fleet for the last 5 years. You don't have to remind me that there's risk in what we do. Look, I was hoping you'd pick up on what I was trying to ask. What the hell with it? I'll just ask. Can you cut me in for a little bit of cash you're making on this job? I mean, I did get you inside and practically hand you the data on the grid.
Some small amount of compensation seems reasonable, given the circumstances.
I suppose that's not disagreeable.
I appreciate that. I really do. Having each other's back is what makes the fleet stronger, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How much are you willing to part with?
Let's see. 4,000 seems agreeable.
This is perfect. It will definitely help. Thank you.
Clearly, you are very welcome.
All right, I guess we're done here. Tell Delgado if he ever needs me for anything else. I've still got his back. And hey, you won't be hearing Rook from me anymore. As far as I'm concerned, you're one of us now. Lifeblood of the fleet. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, you send them to talk to me.
Will do. Bye.
Put in a good word to Delgado for
Can
me,
we speak
will
for a
ya?
moment?
Yes, Andrasia, once we get to the ship. That way we have a little bit more privacy. Let's not do that. That is how I got in this bind to begin with. Right. Let's get out of here. Alrighty. To our ship. Which is right here. Good day, evening, morning.
Another day,
Hard to
another
tell.
shift.
Kind of always dark, rainy, cloudy, and miserable here. So I don't know why people do. Well, no, correction. I know why people would want to stay here for the drugs, gambling, and other illicit activities. It's just not me in the slightest. Let's get out of here.
It's good to be. I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Of
What
course.
do you mean? It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories.
Okay. I mean, if you want to discuss them, I'm willing to listen. I'm here.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems.
Yes.
There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends.
I'm assuming by promised you mean like believers. I guess I'm assuming that's what you mean.
It describes the people of House Varun.
Yes.
We who have been promised to serve the Great Serpent now and forever. In exchange, he promises to care for us when he returns to his domain.
And by your tone, you seemed surprised that you could count them among your friends.
Yes, very. It was not what I was expecting. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter. For they are lost. Their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them.
It's never easy. I've lost my share of friends, but it's never an easy thing.
It's not something I have much experience with. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo, and zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them.
How long has it been?
10 years.
Oh, wow.
I was immediately reassigned to another role, light years away.
And you're worried that they blame you for leaving?
No, maybe. I don't know. It all happened so fast, and I've had so much time since then to replay it in my head. Wonder if I should have done things differently. In my time getting to know you,
Possible.
I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side.
I'm game. We've got each other's backs.
Thank you. That is... I'm sorry. I am not used to someone being so considerate on my behalf. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Very well. You know my feelings on Aquila City. It is not
Glad to see you're back in one piece.
particularly on my list of favorite places. It's kind of, well, dusty and boring. But, hey, it sure beats having to deal with pirates. So let's make our way over there and see what we can find. Right, so Aquila City it is. Should be in the Cheyenne system. Oh, would you look at that? It's also easier to get to than the key. So that just means that it's just the only proper answer. Let's set course and make our jump. Let's buckle up, friends. We're going.
This is Research Base. Please hold your current speed and heading while we
like usual. Always so surprised. Alright. Let's set land for Aquila City. And we'll have a little look-see around the town.
These people claim to be independent, yet they still crowd together behind walls.
I mean, yes. It does... Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Alright. A place called Aggies? Is that right? Probably somewhere in there. Let's go. I mean, I guess... Don't get me wrong. Aquila City's got its charm. But... Hello.
Council of Governors meeting up here.
It's, I don't know. Co's Plaza, the core Midtown Spaceport. I don't know, let's go. My watch is indicating somewhere in this general area. Or direction, I should say.
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead movie.
Yeah, people are dumb.
I thought I was going to be fired for sure. But now I got a whole performance review plan to go through. Joy.
Don't be so upset about that. It could have been a lot worse. You could have been fired or jailed because you did something stupid. But it seems like your supervisor decided to be lenient, which is good on him. Oh, there's Aggies. Why am I on the wall? How did I end up on the wall? I don't want to be on the wall. I want to be, well, anywhere that isn't a wall. Yep, heat leech. What a oh, whew. I thought that was just like let's walk off a ledge and hope I don't break my bloody legs. Aggies. Beer.
This bar may be tougher than you can handle.
He is not here.
Oh, hello.
I am disappointed, but relieved somehow.
I mean, that's not, like, it's not terribly surprising. I mean, I'm sure you've built up what would happen were you to meet him or see him again. And I don't know, maybe this is like a kind of like a pressure relief. Like the first time it doesn't work, so like our first preconceptions are now shattered, and we can kind of move on and see what happens with where it leads us and where he might be.
Yes, but now I feel guilty for being relieved. Ugh. Why must this all be so complicated?
That's
Someone
life.
here must know more. We should inquire about him.
Agreed. I wonder who it could be. That one person, that other one person, or the other third one person in the... Oh. We just got a wild card. We got a fourth person in the bar.
Hey.
Everyone, we have a fifth person in the bar.
Howdy.
Who could it be?
How are you?
Oh, well. Apparently none of them? Oh. I misread my watch. It said to ask about Aaron, not ask Aaron.
A pleasure.
I will chalk that up to, well, being framed for murder, having to rush out of Neon, and being extremely tired. Also, where in the world do
Maybe
people
Nagia?
just keep
Tough as
appearing
they come,
from?
but I owe her everything.
It's... Oh. Well. I guess a door to the outside makes a little bit of sense.